Hola, ciao, buen día.
Hi, this is Donna Maria with To Live For, and I am so privileged and excited to be here with Rebecca Kovacs
That's right.
in Nosara, Costa Rica. And I came to know Rebecca taking her awesome yoga class that's totally to live for.
Right on.
She inspires me so much, and I would love if you could share a little bit about your story and how you followed your heart and your passion.
Well, I'd say that probably this faith is something that I was born with. You know, my life hasn't really taken any linear form, and you know, part of my process has been even amateur boxing. Right? It's been a very backwards path to the path of self-realization and yoga. But when I can play my tape back, it's like all the pieces of the puzzle fit together so obviously, so clearly, right? So, you know, the sort of like peeling away or the unraveling of my life, you know, it's taken me on a wild ride, but there's something that's always been the same, which is like unwavering faith, right? For some reason, somehow I just trust and know that the universe has got my back. And the more that I do in order to build that connection to source, like the more supported that I feel, the more trusting I am. So like I say to people all the time, like the practice is the parachute, just jump, right?
That's so beautiful.
That's so beautiful, right? And so, you know, I call my life challenged, but totally charmed. You know what I mean? Like there's always some angel or some person or some resource or something that happens in the end that it like always works out. And so I learned long ago, like I remember just stressing about finances or whatever, and I'm driving down the street like to my beautiful apartment in San Diego by the bay, you know, the sun's like glistening down on it, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like you're wasting so much energy. Like in the end it always works out exactly the way it's supposed to. Like why stress, why worry? So I sort of took that and applied it to my whole life, you know? Kind of just trusting and knowing that I'm being guided, that even obstacles that appear in my life, they're not really obstacles, they're just rerouting me. So that more and more I become connected and aligned with the reason that I'm here, you know? And so the more and more that I do my practice, gradually over time, naturally, all of my habits and patterns just fall away, right? So the parts that I don't necessarily like stoke me out about myself, you know, I'm able to see those from this like, you know, and I got blessed with the most beautiful teacher ever, Sri Dharma Mitra, you know, and he taught me the foundation of bhakti, of devotion. He taught me the techniques and he taught me to go within. That by going within is this infinite portal to everything, into that, you know, in that divine consciousness, into that support system of source connection. So every time I turn in, I'm able to like sort of intuitively trust, right? That the path is unfolding itself exactly as it should be. And so I know that like all the time, even if it doesn't make sense in the beginning, like somehow I'm being led to the right place, you know? And so I take it back even to the boxing. You know, I started doing massage therapy to help and heal and get into therapeutic arts, and then somehow I became an amateur boxer, you know? Forever undefeated, 3-0, that's all well and good. But that discipline, like that arduous practice and that discipline, I swear, ciao Ricardo, buen día, nos vemos pronto. That discipline set me up for being a very focused yogi. And that discipline has granted me so many freedoms. And that's kind of one of the things I like to say is discipline breeds freedom. So my inspiration has been like people, it's been nature, it's been Sri Dharma Mitra, it's been the practice itself. It's been, you know, peeling away judgment and negative thinking and self-degrading thoughts, and little by little learning to love and accept myself for exactly the way that I am, imperfections, you know, strengths, weaknesses, whatever. But it's in being able to face that shadow aspect of the self, see ourselves really like as a witness objectively, even lovingly, you know, rooted in ahimsa, rooted in that very first yama. And so when we have compassion for ourselves, then we can go into that shadow, right? We can go into that storyline, that trauma, that experience, whatever, and just dissolve the details and just pull out the seed of wisdom. And then that way, right, the past is not manipulating the future anymore. It's only informing it, right? So then we walk like softly, right? There's an inner strength and like a really strong firelight. But in the outside, we're just like soft, we're open, we're receptive all the time, pulling in the information we need to guide us. And then when life starts really lining up, like you're always in the right place at the right time, that's when you know you're in line with your soul's purpose, the path of your soul, the dharma, the duty, right? Our service to the gift of being alive, right? And that's how we show our gratitude and our love for life, is by actually fulfilling the path of the soul.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're truly beautiful.
Likewise.
Bless you.
Bless you.